Hello, hello, hey there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this Sunday's edition of question and answer sessions. How is your Sunday? Let me know how you're doing. This is a Sunday therapy session. I apologize for last Sunday not being available, but today we are here for the next 1 hour. Questions about life, love, and well-being. Help me to share the video as you let me know where you're watching me from. And feel free to type your question on the comment section. Or if your question is too private, you can always send it to my inbox. I will not disclose your identity. And then the viewers, together with me, will try to respond to those questions. Natasha and Jags watching from 377. Thank you so much, Natasha. How is your Sunday? Mary Mutema Njuguna. Okay, hey there, I'm the first one. Yes, how are you, Mary? Thank you for tuning in. Bahati Kims, good evening to you, Bahati. Bundeziana Lucretia, hey there, happy Sunday to you. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Mary Hani, hi. Frank Muturi, hey brother, how are you? How is your Sunday? Betty's Jared watching. Hello, Betty, thank you so much for watching. Fade Semwanga, hello, hey there, Fade. How are you? Nora Mwelesa, hello, Nora. Catherine Nabirio, good evening to you, Catherine. How are you doing? Adikin Helen, hi. Live from 966. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you so much, Adikin. Vani Kemunto, thank you for tuning in. Wangari Hana, good evening to you. Kiongozi. Hafana misio Kiongozi. Ngendo Terry, hey. May Joseph, hi. Okay, Angelita, Angel Mark, tuned in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Angelita, good evening from Malaysia. How are you today? I'm fine. Thank you so much for tuning in. Help me to share the video and tag your friends. Evelyn Akoth, happy Sunday to you, Evelyn. How is your Sunday? Makeri B, watching from Kisii, Kenya. Hello there, Makeri. How are you? Akisha Joseph, hi. Natasha and Jags, my Sunday is awesome. I'm happy to hear that. My Sunday is also good. We thank God for that. Hopolang Pepe, I'm watching from South Africa. Thank you. How is South Africa, Hopolang? Thank you so much for tuning in. Purity Munene, watching from Kenya, Kirinyaga. Thank you, Purity. Jalia Doreen, hey there, Jalia. Kafuko Jacinta, Joanita, hi. Penina Minzari, good evening to you, Penina. Jalia is watching from Dubai. Bosibori Orare Yabesh, hello there, Bosibori. How are you doing? Good morning to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Namps Chari, what is your question today? Please drop your question in the comments as you continue watching this show. Hello there, Chari. Gesar Stella, good morning, my brother from Mansfield, Texas. Good morning to you. How is your morning today? Thank you so much for tuning in, Stella. Freddy Dantes watching from watching. Happy Sunday. Waira wakirega. Mviamona sana, Freddy. We have the first question here by Angelita. Should love always feel comfortable, or it should feel new and exciting? What a very intelligent question. Should love always feel comfortable, or should it feel new and exciting? I will go for comfortable. When you're comfortable, it means there are so many things you can do. You know, when you're in a relationship, someone will come to your life and he or she will limit you doing certain things, which is normal. If you ask a married man, there are things he wishes he could do, but when he remembers he's married, he cannot do. The same way with a wife or people who are seriously dating and committed to each other. But when you're comfortable, you can do so many things on your own. You don't have to ask for permissions. You don't feel guilty. You don't feel embarrassed. And I believe that that's the best thing to experience in any relationship, even between you and a child. When your child is very comfortable with you, he or she will tell you so many things that they are hiding from you as a parent. Even at work, if you're very comfortable with your boss or with your co-workers, the same thing. You will be very free to tell them what is going on, be it personal or professional. But feeling new and exciting is also very important. Huh? I think it's also good to be exciting time to time. And try to be exciting. Don't be very boring and predictable. Yeah, doing those small things. Ladies keep on saying small things matter a lot. I've learned a lot from my shows, actually. Some of the things I've been talking about for the last 4 or 5 years, I try to implement them, and I see how it's very, very nice to do them time to time. Sometimes we get tired, sometimes we forget. It's normal, and the excitement disappears or reduces, but it's good to wake up and restart it again. But comfortable any day, anytime. Thank you so much for your question, Angelita. Thank you so much. Kaziamburu, hello there. Jules K is watching from Dallas, Texas. Hey there. How are you, Kays? Thank you so much for tuning in. Good morning to you there in Dallas. Agatha Gadoni, hi. Cecil Rhodes, hello. Rael Bonareri, thank you so much for tuning in from Nakuru. Betty Kemei, hi. Jane Mudhi, hello. Bahati Kims, thank you so much for tagging your friends. Eunice Muita, hello there. Let me see the second question here. Makori Betsheba, watching from Kenya, East Africa. Thank you so much, Betsheba. The second question here by Bosibori Urare Yabesh. Can a married man truly love another woman with his whole heart than the wife? Wow. I really don't believe so. I don't believe so. I think it's not love. It's getting some things that he is looking for that he couldn't get. It could be financial. It could be freedom. It could be emotional. You see, in my experience, you can't get 100%. It's impossible. Of all the things you wanted in someone, if you're very lucky, you can get 90. Those who few are very lucky, they have gotten 90% what they were looking for. But even by the time you get the 90% from one person, you may have made a mistake, which you didn't realize, or you thought this person is going to change, to become better, to move from 50% to 90, but they didn't change. But you're already there, you're already committed, you have children. That's why you have people planning for a divorce. You realize you made a mistake, you're not compatible, you need to walk away and leave each other. And by that time, the man is committed and cannot go away because he understands the consequences of walking away, then tries to cover up the missing percentage by liking the other woman. I say liking, you just like what you get from the other person. But loving two people, it's extreme. The only people I think you can love them, two people, are your children. As a parent, you can love them both. Even if they have 4 or 5 children, the love can be so strong for all of them without discrimination. So the other person, one of my family member told me, Benjamin, in future, if you want to add another wife, make sure you have fully divorced the first wife and you have completed the relationship with her, and then start a new relationship with another person, and don't try to balance the two, because he has learned that it was extremely very hard to be in the lives of these women, and it has cost him, together with those families, a lot. And by a lot, it means really, really a lot. So I don't think somebody can truly love another woman and still have the wife. That's what I'm just saying. Because your question, when you look at it, can he truly love another woman more than, yeah, it's possible. But the wife has to be divorced. Once the wife is divorced and everything is completed, no matter how painful the process was or is, then he can now say, I had a wife, we had differences, and now I met another woman. I feel much better, and hopefully they can co-parent and raise those kids that they already had. Fred answers yes, tunaomboleza, nilishaomboleza. May their souls rest in peace. Some of the Kenyan communities were swept off by their bus, and may their souls rest in peace. We pray for their families and friends to have grace during these difficult moments. Pole sana kwa hiyo ajali. Jennifer Kerubo, I see your comment too. Dorcas Malkia, thank you so much. I hope you're smiling too, watching from the United States of Kiambu. The second question by Angelita. Do you think once you love someone, you will always love them? Or does love fade with time? Thank you so much for your question. I believe, yes, you can always love someone. If you genuinely wanted to be with that person in your life, you will continuously love them and stay together with them. But if the intentions were not to stay together or to be together for the rest of your lives, then the love will fade. You will change and go to another place. The love fades. Love, like it's an emotion. For me, love are emotions. Those excitement, you want to be together with someone all the time or enjoy and have good time. The fading part of it is the excitement reduces, yes. And people will fight. People will have differences. Sometimes you don't even feel like even making love. You don't feel like talking with each other. That's not really fading. It's you begin to realize some of the differences that both of you have. You are independent, I'm independent, I like this, you don't like this. But you still love each other. You have to continuously do things that make the other person better or happy. Even if you don't feel like doing it. You compromise, in short. But if the love is fading, then this connection will also fade. You will even stop having sex, stop talking, stop joking, and eventually the other person will start looking for other people to make him or her happy, which is very unfortunate. And when you realize that the love is fading, if the other person does not tell you, then you need to wake up and start doing things that make the other person happy. If they have already told you, do this will make me happy, then you try. You try as much as you can to do them and make the other person happy, so that this love cannot fade between the two of you. It's good to continuously continue loving the other person. As a woman or as a man, try to do that. Don't stop doing that. Sheila Khayanga, watching from here, thank you so much. Musimbi Jacqueline, hello there. Cherry Brenda is watching from Southern Asia, Maldives. Thank you so much. Catherine Wairimu watching from Egypt, Cairo. Thank you. How are you? How is your Sunday? Scholar Charles, I see you. Mukoya Gloria, thank you. Watching from Saudi Arabia. Betty Kemei has a question here. Wow. A friend of mine and his boyfriend have been dating for 3 years. Serious relationship. Both are in different countries job-wise, but the lady will soon be going home. Now she did ask her guy if he could invest in her, or rather support her. She wants to go pursuing nursing. Then they get married when she graduates. The guy told her, no, I won't and I can't. If goes to college, it's over between them till later on, maybe. Now the lady is really stressed. She's what? Let me see on my phone about this question here by Betty Kemei. Now the lady is really stressed. She's following the show. Okay. To answer you, I think it's very hard if the man cannot afford. It comes with money. Sometimes two people meet each other, they fall in love, and both of them are financially poor. I'm just assuming that both of them cannot raise the money to pursue this. So the woman is putting this guy on pressure to do things that he cannot do. And when he says, I cannot be able to do it, I'm assuming it's financial. If the guy had money and he loves the woman and has ability to pay or support her to get this, I think there is no problem. So what's the problem, Betty? If the guy does not have money, tell your friend that the man does not have money to do that. Let her look for other means on how to study so that the pressure is not so much on this guy. It's the same thing if a man meets a lady who is also financially not able to support him to pursue his dreams. And then the lady says, I can't. And then the man becomes stressed, you know. But the lady cannot do it. So I believe that in such a situation, let the lady understand why the man cannot support her. If it's to do with money, there's nothing we can do about it. They can think of ways of raising money and go back to school. If that is not possible, then if the man is worried that if she goes to college, she will meet other men, that's a possibility. It will happen. But if he does his work very well to take care of the relationship together with the woman, then he shouldn't be worried. He should be confident. My woman is going to get educated, and this is for our benefit. If you're going to have children, that's going to benefit the two of you. She's going to help you in future. The burden of paying the bills. So all the best to your friend. Tag her or share the video to her. Akite Pamela, hello there. Michael Rushoki, spoiler alert, it's impossible. Red Hawk, Kenya tumejaa, karibu sana. Glorious Glow, watching from Ngong, Nairobi. Thank you so much. See the next question here. Dorka Nyaboke, hello there. Wambo James, tuned in from Doha, Qatar. Evelyn Maud, watching from the heart of Baridi Nyingi. Thank you so much for watching. Felista Clark, hello. Virginia V, hello. Kuna mtu anaitwa Himpo, sijui Himo P. Mimi naogopa relationship kwa sasa, acha nikaa hivyo, kaa tu hivyo, sijaribu. It will help you. Red Hawk, having a second wife reduces many things. Some of them like cheating, as far as long distance relationship. Ukiwa Texas, unajua uko na mwenzake, okay? Sheila Hayanga has a question here. Continue sharing the video, please, and tag your friends. Benjamin, can a man be too busy with his work to an extent of having no time for communication? Sheila Hayanga, thank you so much for your question. To answer you as a man, yes, it's possible. It's very, very possible. It's very possible. I see some comments, or I see some posts, lady posts, quotes about a man being too busy and not being able to communicate. That there is no man who is too busy. Yeah, there is no man who is too busy apart from God. But we have certain men who have put their work and their passion ahead of everything. When you look at the politicians like our country, the time and the energy they are putting in politics, when do you think they have time for their family members? When? If he's up in the morning to the evening, very exhausted, talking to people, convincing them to vote for him or her, and then in the evening goes back home very tired and planning again. Even at night, the politicians are still planning for the next meetings. How am I going to win these elections? So you can imagine such people, how busy they are and how very little time they have for their family members. It comes with passion. It comes with the nature of the job. But that's not an excuse to be so busy and forget your family members. Once things turn to be negative in your life, the only people who will be there for you are your family members. Your wife will be there for you. if you really, really loved each other. She's the one who will be. If you go to hospital, let me use an example for politician again. This politician or a celebrity falls sick, and it's a very serious illness. The followers, his job, the money that he was chasing to make might not be there for him. The only person who will be next to his sick bed is his wife or his family members. They will be there. So my answer again on the other side is, yeah, you can be busy. A man can be busy. But it's not an excuse to ignore your family. It's not an excuse to do that to your children. If you have children and you have a wife and you have a family, don't forget them. Sometimes ambition takes over. And when ambition takes over, certain men do not remember the family. I understand that. And you who is in this situation, as a woman or as a spouse, do your best to keep on reminding the person. Don't get tired. Don't get tired, or don't look for alternatives of like, let me now talk to other people to make me happy. Now that this guy is so busy, let me try as much as you can to remind him. In as much as you're pursuing this dream and this passion, this is how I feel. This is what our children feel. Please don't forget us, so that this guy can realize that he is actually too busy for nothing and ignoring them. But those are people who are married and have children. If it's a boyfriend and you're just dating and somebody's too busy, as a woman, you need to ask yourself so many questions. Probably you are wasting your time with this guy. After 2 years, if there are no plans to be together with him, then you know that you are actually wasting your time. This guy is busy sampling who amongst you is the best. And when you hear stories that somebody decided at the last minute to pick another person instead of you, don't be surprised. During those years, he was sampling who is the best. I have 4 of them, or I have 10. Now I have to decide who is the best. Let me go for another one. This one is the best. But when the communication is not going on, again, communicate. You, the person who is missing communication, find a way of finding why this person is not communicating. If it's long distance, in my YouTube video, I've talked about communication. Agree on how you can communicate. Don't just assume that somebody is busy, or somebody is busy talking with other people before even talking about why you're not communicating and how often can we communicate. Because there are people who are working the whole day, and at night they don't want to talk or to communicate or to do anything. They're just too tired, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you have to understand that this man or this woman is tired, and agree when they are less tired to talk with you. Feni Orinde, jambo sana. Bosibori, what makes a man comfortable staying with someone's daughter and have children without respecting her parents, and expect the daughter to be foolish enough to condone that stupidity? Staying with someone's daughter. What makes a man comfortable staying with someone's daughter and have children without respecting her parents, and expect that daughter to be foolish? Respecting her parents, you mean the mother-in-law and the father-in-law? If that's the question, some people disrespect those parents. It's unfortunate to disrespect the parents-in-law. And there are reasons for that. Some people are just too proud, too selfish. And if somebody is making too much money, money comes with a lot of pride. And I don't give a damn about your parents. If the person is too educated, there are so many reasons I think somebody can despise or disrespect the parents of the wife or the parents of the lady that you're asking there. And some people have I'm putting all the blame on this man because I don't know why you should disrespect the parents of your woman. What is the reason? What is the reason? The other reason which I believe that makes people to disrespect the other family, the in-laws, is because of not solving the issues between him and his woman. So people transfer their problems. They don't want to solve this, what is going on in the family between the two of them. And then the people like transferring the blame to the other people. Like in Swahili, tunataka serikali tusaidie. So they transfer all their frustrations to other innocent people. That could be another reason. On the other hand, another reason could be, yes, you or that daughter has also failed to solve the issues between her and the man. At the end of the day, if they don't solve their problems, they will look for alternatives and complain and say it's because of this, because of them, because of your mother, because of your father. One of the other reasons is if there is no privacy or boundaries created. This is me and this is my wife, and there's a clear boundary here, and the parents stay there. We have a generation of people trying to stay together with their in-laws, staying with the parent-in-laws in the same building. It's a very difficult thing to tell you the truth. It's really, really hard to stay with these people in the same building. And very few can understand how to manage and maneuver all these kind of people in the same building. Some people are lucky enough to have very understanding in-laws who are just there to support and not to correct all the time. So you'll have this parent-in-law is in your house and is trying to correct everything. So he's trying to run a family, to run your family. Wants you to do things according to him or her. And I want to challenge you as a parent who is watching this. As you get older, hopefully you will invest a lot so that you can be able to survive on your own. And by your own is you don't have to be together in the same building with these people. Allow your child to enjoy his or her marriage. Allow them to make mistakes, and allow them to be independent, to raise their children the way they want. Because it brings confusion, it brings jealousy, it brings a lot of misunderstandings. So when you listen to the stories of the people who have tried this, and you find this man or that person hates that family or hates the parents, not because of his wish. He has failed to manage all these people in his life at the same time. And when you look at it like, if it's a man and the mother-in-law and the father-in-law are in the same house, he's providing, he's taking care of the family, but at the same time, all these people are expecting so much from him. So the expectations for him are so high for him as a human being, as a man. And he's trying to do his best. And when the expectations are too much, some men will feel like I didn't do much. I think I'm not making them happy the way I should be doing. And then this guy is frustrated. Once he's frustrated, he doesn't even perform in bed, no making love, or is very poor in bed. Most women will say, oh, now you're cheating on me. You don't want to have sex. This guy is psychologically worn out, tired man, very sick mentally and physically. So he's going through a lot of pain. And when he is going through all these things, now the woman is not happy. His wife is not happy. But he has to face both these people in the house. I want you to imagine that scenario. And the only person who can calm him down and give him hope and make him smile again, reduce this psychological stress, is his woman, who is now also frustrated. So we have a community of people in the same building. Everyone is frustrated. How can we be happy in this situation? how can that person respect the other person or the other people? It becomes very difficult for him to naturally respect them. I'm just giving scenarios, so I don't know exactly what's the scenario, but those are some of the stories I've heard and I've listened to. I know a few men who have asked me to address that, and personally I've not experienced it. And in my short experience being in relationships, I strongly believe the boundaries between me, my wife, and her parents or her siblings, those boundaries are very necessary. Not only emotionally or basically physically. Physical boundary should exist. Let everyone try to be in their own family and do your things on your own. It creates much more peace. So as I was saying, invest on how you can survive on your own in future. If you can stay away from your kids once they get married, not very far away, if you are not able, it's much better. It's peaceful for you. And stay healthy. Stay healthy as much as you can, so that you might not need them so much to be there in your life. When you are healthy, as you get older, you will fight so many diseases and so many stresses in life, and you will not rely on being together with them. So you're going to to reduce the burden to them. Stay healthy. Think about the future, what you eat and what you drink. This is a problem that is created with time. And if you don't have your own money, then it will force you to be together in the same building, squeezed up and fighting each other all the time. David Owen, Benjamin explained love and lust. Are married people in love or in lust? Lust, you mean L-U-S-T? I understand lust. Lust is you just want to satisfy your feelings. Lust is you. It's me alone. When you have lust, you want everything for yourself. You don't care about the other people or the other person. But with love, you also care about that. You want certain things. You want to be happy. You want sex, but you also want the other person to enjoy. You want money, but you have money, but you want to share with the other person. But for married people who are in love or in lust, I don't know. They know the married. I cannot speak for the married people. David, everyone knows what's going on in their families. Hopefully they love each other. It's not just about lust. Watching from Kino, thank you so much. Okay, let me see the next question here. Molim Ignatius, thank you so much. Ben Mangoli watching from Gilgil, thank you. Okay. We're still going on. Sunday weekly questions and answer session about life and love and well-being. Phyllis came in, watching from Mombasa, Kenya, enjoying the show. Thank you so much, Phyllis. Thank you. Lovine South, thank you so much for tuning in. Long time. Watching from Uganda, Doreen Katsiba, thank you. Okay. Red Hawk, Uncle, I once had a friend who married unfortunately. After 1 year, the wife came with a story that has a 5-year-old son. So what is the advice you can give? That is difficult. It's very difficult. It's only the man who can make a decision if to continue with the relationship, if these were lies. or accept the reality and go on with the relationship. They have to talk, and the lady seek for forgiveness. And if the man is willing to forgive her, then why not? If it's impossible, still okay, no problem. Let the man make a decision on that one, to forgive and accept, or not to forgive and end the relationship. He has to make a decision. Let me see. David Owen, how can a bank teller have time for family when at work? Yeah, some people, when they're at work, you don't bother them. Let them finish work, and then they will talk to you. That is maturity. You don't force somebody to talk to you simply because you're dating, or you're married. Respect their job and respect the time when they're at work. Nancy, I see you tuning in from Keroka. Mom Chabu, thank you. Somali Babra, thank you so much too. Thank you for watching. Okay. Let me see. David, when my wife is watching, tetea wanaume. Kwa nini tetea wanaume? Mimi naongelea general, Hakuna mwenye natetea, hakuna mwenye nawacha. Sio show ya wanawake ama show ya wanaume. Why is it possible to live with wife, family in your home compared to your own brothers, sisters, and parents? Why is it possible? It's a decision you make, I think. You decide, I want to stay with my brothers. Number one is a decision. You have decided it. If you don't decide, it's also possible, But as I was explaining the other question similar to that, it's not really a good idea. It's not a good idea. But there are women who are very powerful in quotes, who will make you to stay with her family members, whether you like it or not. And because you're a man and a man is trained to provide, then you accept it and tolerate it and stay there with his family members. But in case if you're staying there with her family members and you're ignoring your own family, it's very unfortunate, I think. Unless you are a billionaire or you're making a lot of money, and it's not really good. It's not fair when you think about it deeply. And even for that woman who is doing this and allowing this to happen, it is so unfortunate for her today. She would rather have you and take all these things or the money that you're making for the sake of her and your kids, if you have kids. That makes a lot of sense. It's about our family. Now that you're mine, not about me together with my sisters and my brothers. But our African families, we are all, so many people are struggling financially. And when such a situation happens, the other person can take advantage. And how I wish our sisters to realize that yes, you might want the best for your siblings through your man. It's natural because your man is having or making some coins here and there. That's natural. But try to understand where this guy is coming from and who are in his family. If this guy is a breadwinner, understand that. I married a guy who is struggling just like me, and the little he's making, he is trying to do all he can for me, for us, and for my siblings, and he's ignoring his siblings. There are so many ladies who are doing that in our societies. You, as a lady who is in this situation, in my past videos I've said something. A majority of us, most of you are watching me here, the family you are brought up or where you come from, chances are you really struggled so hard to be where you are. A few are lucky to be making more money than before. but a majority are still struggling. So even you as a woman, remember that you're struggling too. You met somebody who is struggling and you started a family together. So both of you are still struggling and both of you have dependents. My only message is it's better for the two of you to agree on who to help and not to help. It's really much better. I don't know if I'm making sense. So in that situation like David, what you're asking there, it's possible if this man can afford to stay with them. When people stay with you, it is not just staying. There are expenses, and some of these expenses will cost you your mental stability, your physical energy, and of course your financial ability. So they will take all these things from you, and you need those energies to keep on remaining sober in a relationship. So when you're in that situation, agree. You must talk about it. Don't just ignore and say, okay, my wife has said now I'm going to stay with them. With her family members, I have nothing to do. I have nothing to say. Be a man enough and say how it's affecting you, how it's affecting your family, and then agree who can stay, who doesn't need to stay. If people are staying and they are helping you in certain things, that's good. But if when you look at their stay and what they are really helping you guys, it's nothing that they are doing for you and for your family and for your life, I don't think they need to stay. And there are people who take advantage of that. Somebody will just come to stay in your house and just stay there. Some even have the audacity to sit and do nothing. You go to your brother's house and you do nothing about it. You just seated. Your job is changing the remotes, changing the channels. It's very shameful to do that. If you are a man, you have gone to stay in your brother's house, or you're a woman, you have gone to stay in your sister's house. Do something about it. Don't just sit there. Help these people. People are giving you a house. You have somewhere to sleep. You have somewhere to eat. Some of them even buy you clothes. They are taking care of you. If they died, God forbid, if these people that you're staying together with, they die today, that's the end of the story. Can you pay the bills? Who is going to provide for all these things? Sometimes we have those family members who just take advantage. So please, don't be one of them. When you go to someone's house, ask them, what can I do? What can I do? Don't just sit there. What can I do? Or how can I help? It's even very exciting when you're helping, you're helping your brother in the house, you're helping your sister in the house. Just sitting there, drinking and eating and going to the toilet. Your job is rotating, kitchen, toilet, living room, bedroom. Like this. Now you're in the kitchen watching me. After that, you go to the living room, watch TV. Those who are going to watch some football in the next few minutes. After the football, you go to the toilet because you ate. After that, after football, now you're so tired, you go to sleep. When you wake up, you go to the kitchen. So the same, it's very annoying, very disrespectful, and very bad. It's a very bad habit. But you who is like David, what you're saying, if you tolerate that in your house, people are going to take advantage of you. That's why I need to man up and just tell them on their face with a beautiful smile, I feel you guys are taking advantage of me. They will hate you. They will call you names. They will block you. They will say you're very selfish and very proud, which is true. But you're doing this for the sake of yourself and your family members. And tell them politely, please, you need to go and do so. Unless they are very young, under the age of 18, and you're taking care of them. But if they are over 18, they need to do something. They need to do something. Under 18, we can understand. But over 18, healthy, not sick, and have no disabilities, you just don't sit there and do nothing. Don't tolerate it as a man. Okay. Priceless Angel, a friend of mine, told me to ask on behalf of her. She has a child with a man. He claims to love her so much, but none of his family and friends knows that he has a child. The child is turning 4 years now, and all he says is he doesn't know how to tell his parents, because according to him, he says that they will ask him why he hasn't been telling them all this while. He says that he is waiting for the right time to tell them. Please, Benjamin, tell us what is the right time for the parents to know the truth or to know the story. I don't know. The comment cannot be shown on my computer. When is the right time for the family, the right time for the parents to know that you have a family? Lastly, he has never provided for that child since the beginning. Priceless angel. If he has not provided, then he is not interested. And obviously, he's not interested in telling his family member that he has a child. There is no right time. You just say, I have a child, and that's it. Unless the guy is just scared of appearing to be a useless guy, or shameless and guilty. But he needs to just tell them, I have a child, and that's it. But if he's hiding or he's not telling them, then he has nothing to do with this woman. The woman should focus on the child, forget about this guy, and do something about her child. But that gentleman there, that man, has no time for this relationship, has no time for this woman, and has no time for the child. So there's nothing much. Even if he tells his family now, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. The woman can also tell the parents, I have a child with your son. He is turning 4 years. She can also tell them, why not? If she is sure that this is the father, just pass the message so that the family knows that there's a child somewhere and they're aware of that. But it's not going to change. If the plan was to change anything about this guy's plans and intentions, I don't think it's going to change. But it's just hiding because it's just being useless and not being serious the way he was not serious from the beginning. Finally, Bosibori, what does it mean when you have black spots and fat too much? Black spots, I don't know. That needs a dermatologist, eh? And fat too much excess. Yeah, that's just a professional expert. There are so many dermatologists. You visit them and then they will explain to you what's going on with your skin and give you the right advice. Leila Kikasha watching from Riyadh, thank you so much. Thank you. Dorcas Andieri, I'm really learning something in this show. Thank you so much. Thank you. Make sure you tune in every Sunday. Angelita, do you think people should change themselves to find love? Yeah, I believe so. It's a good idea to change. And by changing, I mean changing to be better. Changing your personality, or no, not your personality. Changing your habits. Yeah, you change your habits, whether you're a man or a woman. I have 2 videos on my YouTube channel about men and women. How can a woman become better? Because you have to learn on your mistakes. If you have anger issues, you have to deal with them. If you fall in love too quick, too soon, you have to deal with it. If you are always falling in love with a married man, you have to find ways of how to know that you're dealing with a married man. So you change your styles, you change your dressing code, you change how you speak. You change your tone when you are having issues, when you are fighting with someone. How do you communicate? How do you share your frustrations? There are certain things that you can change about yourself. And when you change, then you attract the other person. Of course, even changing on loving yourself. If you don't love yourself too much or so much, nobody else is going to love you. When you love yourself, you know how to take care of yourself, then it's possible to do the same to other people in your life. But if you don't know how to take care of yourself, if you're a drunkard, too much alcoholism and smoking, that means you don't take care of yourself, you don't take care of your health. You can also do the same to other people. You will not care about them because you already don't care about yourself. So positive change is good, and it will attract right people to your life. And finally, even with love, it will come naturally if you have decided to stop your habits that are very bad towards yourself and other people. David Owen, why is it hard to punish a kid that come with mama in a relationship? Why is it hard? You mean the child is not your child? If the child is not your child biologically, it's a bit hard to punish. You allow the woman to do the punishment or to exercise the discipline. And children these days are very sensitive or too much. They have too much freedom. They will question you, why are you punishing me? Who are you? So you can politely talk about it on a side with the woman about some misbehaviors and let the biological mother implement what you guys agreed. Otherwise, if you try to force yourself in someone's child, man, it's gonna be hard on you. Finally, we're winding up here. We have 7 minutes to go. Christopher Towe, following a show from Monrovia, Liberia. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Christopher. Thank you so much. If your parents are separated and only one parent is educated and struggle with you, is the other parent entitled to anything you earn? Is it okay if you don't support the parent who left you? Thank you so much, Purity. This is a moral question. It's a very tough question. I have friends who are in the same situation, and all I can say is you have to decide. You just have to decide. If you can do it, you can. If you don't want, if you feel in your heart you don't want to do it, why not? Why do you force yourself to do something for them? And others willingly do it. It's my parent, he messed up. He or she was very bad to me and my life. But anyway, still my parent, let me do something for him or her. You can do it. This person has to decide. I don't think there's any advice I can give him or her. I can tell you to support, don't ignore him or don't ignore her, but your heart doesn't want to do that. Or you're even not financially able to do it. If it's financial help or assistance, you're not able to do it. So at the end of the day, you just have to decide from your heart. If you want to do it, do it. Kama hautaki, sasa life inaendelea. And that's how life is. And some people will feel guilty, or I am ignoring my parent. And then I hear that, curses are going to follow me. I don't know about curses and stuff like that. Personally, I'm very lucky I'm not in such a situation like what you're asking or saying there. But if I was in that situation, I will ask myself, if I want to do it, I will do it. If I don't want to do it, I will not do it. And if there are curses that will follow me, so be it. That's life. People believe that if I don't support, I will be cast. I don't know what you think. Dennis Etuma, brother, hello there, Dennis. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. Joyce Andia, I have a sister who cannot help you anything in your house. Yes, those are the people I was talking about. You have to tell them. I posted something which I saw on Steve Harvey's page, that even friends and family members can be very toxic. It's not always about your boyfriend or husband or girlfriend and wife. Your sisters, your brothers can be very toxic. Sitting there in the house doing absolutely nothing. You wake up in the morning as early as 4 a.m. You go look for means on how to take care of this old sister in the house who sits there and does nothing. That's a toxic sister. And you have to wake up and realize, even if this is my family member, I think she is misusing me. I think she's taking advantage of me. And you tell them or you tell her on her face, please, this is becoming too much. You have to speak. If you don't speak, then it's you who is suffering. You and your sister in the house, you're the only two guys who are suffering. So you have to speak about it. You don't lose anything by telling them, but just be polite and give them the evidence. You stay here. This is the much we spend or I spend, and this is what you don't do. I want or I wish you to do this and this and this. If you do this, we are good. I don't know how whites, sorry to use the whites as an example, they don't tolerate that. You don't just sit in someone's house. Go and work, go and do something or help in the house. If you're seated there, then just help. Don't just sit there doing nothing. So don't tolerate it. Usimbembeleze. Lazima uanze kuongea na umwambie ukweli. Saidia kazi za nyumba. Kama uwezi, hatutaendelea kukaa. You must say. And we have a very bad culture in our society and in our community of being worried of saying, nikisema ukweli, ataona namchukia. If I tell her the truth, she or he will think that I hate her, I hate him, that I'm being proud, I'm being selfish. Kwa sababu niko na pesa, yeye hana pesa, because I have a job and they don't have a job. The truth is, somebody who is staying in your house has to help. That's somebody has to help. Somebody has to help in the house. It is just automatic and it's a must. No matter what, they must help you. Tell them, don't keep quiet. Somali Barbara, yes, but Mr. Benjamin, someone take us an advantage of using us as a maid since you stay with them, and they end up saying that you don't want to help them, yet you do everything that you wish as yourself. Somali, yes, very good point. In fact, together with what Joyce you're saying, yeah, don't also take advantage of this person who is staying in your house. Do not take advantage. If you're hosting someone in your house, also realize that this is not your child at the end of the day. This is a human being. This person has feelings. This person has frustrations. Probably some of them even have frustrations with their boyfriends or their exes or their baby mamas if they had one or two. So they're also going through certain things. Then you have to talk about it. Somebody might refuse eating your food, which you cooked, and you're staying with him or her, and then you'll feel very offended. You spend 2 hours, 3 hours in the kitchen cooking, and then this guy here refuses eating your food. How will you feel? The same way with a wife, with a husband. It's a very bad feeling. Communication has to go on. What's going on? Let's talk. I'm hosting you in this house. You are staying with me. I need my peace. You need your peace. Let's talk about it. Am I pushing you so hard? So you who is hosting the person, you also have to understand the limits you're pushing this person to take care of everything in the house. If you don't talk, then you will continuously fight. Remember, it's not always about relationship of a man and a woman. Even the person you're hosting or you're planning to host is another relationship that needs communication, needs trusting, needs respect from both sides. That way you will have a lot of peace in the house. Talk about it. When you notice certain things that are annoying you, and also maybe you are annoying the other person, lazima muongee, musinyamaziane. And when you start that discussion or those moments when you have to talk, because now I'm telling you, some of you are going to begin talking, create a very nice environment. Very nice, polite, Make sure watu wamekula, wameshiba vizuri. People are in good moods. You're also in good moods. Don't be very tired and then you start. Some of you are very tired. You're frustrated from work and then you come home and then the host has done absolutely nothing. The person you're hosting has done nothing and then you attack them. You remove all your stress on them. It's not going to work. Hata wewe pumzika kwanza, let your brain relax. You're tired, you had a long day or a long night. When you are relaxed, then you can talk. It's the same thing with relationships. You don't just come very exhausted and attack the other person. Maybe your brain is not even functioning at that time. Just relax, rest. Once you have rested and you have now analyzed what's the problem or you want to find out, then create that environment. Switch off the phones, switch off the TV, switch off the music. Sit in a very quiet place. If they are children, let them go out or go somewhere else. It's a quiet environment. And let's just talk. And assure the other person that we are not discussing things that I will judge you. And I don't want you to judge me. It's not a judgment. We are trying to find peace in this house between me and you so that we can stay peacefully together. And then hopefully the 2 of you or the 3 of you or the 10 of you, it will be much easier for all of you. Communication. People must talk when they're staying together. But don't talk when you're tired or very annoyed. Don't talk or don't shout when you're tired or very annoyed. Finally, Lillian Mukwa, good morning to you. Thank you so much. Melka Wairibia. Naomi, thank you for watching. You change your dressing code for somebody. Lillian Mukwa, no, you don't do that. I didn't say that. I said there are certain things you can change to attract respect or love from people. Somebody was asking, can you change to attract love? And I said, yeah, you can change. A very easy example is if you see a woman's profile pictures and Facebook pictures are half naked, a majority of the men already have so many things about that woman. They already have so many perceptions about her. That's our society, that's our nature. If your daughter is half naked and posting her pictures all over, most men just see her, oh, this one likes sex. This one I will go to her DM or her inbox specifically for sex. I'm looking for sex from this woman. She's very sexy on TikTok, Instagram, and here on Facebook. But you see, if that woman is dating or is having a relationship, then it's also difficult for her man, unless they are both okay dressing like that and exposing their bodies in front of the people and the public and anyone and strangers online and even in public. Unless the man is okay with that, who are we to judge them or who are we to complain? But nobody should force you to change how you dress. You only dress so long as it's respectful for you and it makes you happy. I like this makes me happy. But if it's affecting the other person, talk about it, make some adjustments. Sometimes it's good to listen to them. Listen to what your man is saying or what your woman is saying. If your woman is telling you try to change this, just listen. You never know, you can put on a nice shirt that your woman wants you to wear and she will be very happy that my husband or my boyfriend did that today. It's a good feeling to just respect them. But you don't change completely because they told you to change. You don't do that. You don't do that. Okay. Linda Mosh, married to an irresponsible man, does nothing, even paying bills. He can't, and I have familiared for 8 years now, and I'm tired. We are not legally married. Should I quit and move on? That's very unfortunate. You're not legally married. It is very responsible. I don't know why you're there. I really don't understand. Linda Mosh, sijui ni watoto ama ni nini. Sasa hiyo inakuwa ni kazi mingi, unasaidia. Huyo ni mtoto sasa. Huyo ni mtoto mkubwa. Wewe unachunga mtoto mkubwa. Thank you so much. Kennedy Kubai, yes. It's all about knowing how to get along with people you're staying with, yes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I have to finish this broadcast now. I want to say thank you for your questions and thank you for also responding to some of them on my behalf. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again next Sunday. Remember to follow and like this page if you're watching for the first time. You can also watch my YouTube videos. If you're just joining, there's a repeat of this same video on my YouTube channel. As you can see there on the screen, my YouTube name is Benjamin Junior Bogonko. Let's become friends. Go there, watch a repeat during your free time. Leave a comment, like and subscribe. Until the next Sunday show, God bless and take care. Thank you so much for your time. Goodbye.